So maybe we're live. I don't know. If we are, then hello. If not, then there should be something here. Oh, it's still unlisted. So now we should actually be going live here, I hope. Yeah, let's check if there's sound. Yeah, let's check if there's sound. Okay, it should work. So hi there. No one currently. So okay, let's put OBS away here. Yeah. Okie dokie. Then I'm gonna make myself some more room here. And then I say, hi there. And let me just create another post here so that I can maybe get some of these cool viewers here to my channel, to my live stream. Create post. I need the link to this thingy here. I'm live. Come and join me. All right. So let's post this. Okay. So no one's here. That's great. I guess I'm just gonna start watching some stuff here. Let me see what Dax is trying to say here.
I never really asked what was the impetus to switch to the Mac Studio. Like, what drew you into that change?
I wanted to simplify my desk. There's way too much.
Sorry, we're even watching shorts now, not just YouTube videos. Shorts. Maybe we'll go down the rabbit hole and just watch TikTok in the future or something. No, we won't do that here. Oh, whoops. That was my cup of tea here. That was hitting the microphone here. There's one viewer. Hi. Whoever you are, I don't know. I can't see you, but hi there. Oh, I still got keycasting activated. Whoops. Now it's switched off. Yeah, I was recording the video for tomorrow before. So that was still on. I'm going to switch this back on until someone says something in the chat. So let's see what Dax has to say about something here.
Asked what was the impetus to switch to the Mac Studio? Like, what drew you into that change?
I wanted to simplify my desk. There's way too much shit on my desk.
That's a big pro of the Mac stuff. Like, the Studio just looks nice. It takes up a little space.
It looks nice. And then I had so much auxiliary equipment because of my desktop setup. Like I had the DSLR camera, which needed like a dummy battery, and it just had like so many wires and stuff.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop this because I think I watched this episode where they talked about it. So it's nothing new for me, and since no one seemed to say anything yet, probably no one of you wanted to watch this either. So it's a game changer. What's a game changer? I'm gonna skip the whole short things here. There's so many shorts in this feed, right? So many shorts. So Fresh launches as a new terminal first text editor. What's that? fresh. This doesn't look too inviting, this video actually, so I'm gonna skip it. Oh, Ocean has a new video. Okay, it's 5 days old, but I haven't seen it yet. On shells. Okay, I'm gonna watch this.
So the shell is a program on your computer that allows you to interact with the operating system through the use of commands. It's called the shell because it acts as a layer on top of the operating system. It can generally be used in two different ways. The first way is interactively. When you open a terminal window, you get access to the shell in an interactive mode. You'll see a prompt where you can type out a command, then you can press enter and the shell will...
Hey, Austin. Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing this like semi-regularly now, like every week. I try to, and this week it will be 2 times because I still have to go get, yeah. I had some goal. I tried messing up with this, or messing around with these goal settings. I'm still a completely noob streamer. I set a goal to get a super chat here, and then said I would stream 2 times next week because I didn't have any better idea. And yeah, I lost. I won. I got a super chat for that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have some kind of idea for a new super chat goal for myself, so that I can make some real money here with some super chats. Yeah, I'm just currently I'm just watching YouTube on the stream because I'm putting out so much Vim content right now. I don't have the energy to do something productive here. Technical streams. So what do you want to see exactly? I have to get into the habit to reading stuff I'm answering to, because if people watch back the recording, they want, some people open the chat, but probably it's better to oh my god, my word finding skills to just say out loud what I'm. Oh. No, it's not tiring, but you know, it takes time, and the editing. Cheap home tech. Okay, you're the, I guess you made the most comments in the least amount of time, by the way. Yeah, I see. Yeah, great. You watched the whole Advent of Vim series, right? Binge watched it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Actually, the editing is the hard part, because I'm still not that comfortable talking in front of the camera here, and when I'm typing and saying stuff, that's the thing that gets me confused. Even though I'm doing so much team programming, and there we do exactly the same thing, but it just feels different with the camera, you know. Yeah, thank you, Cheap Tech, for watching those, and thanks for being here. So I was just debating about goals I could set in these chats, because these live streamers, right, they all want engagement here. They want to be engaging for the audience, and they all want to have super chats to get rich, basically, with the $2 super chats. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not sure what kind of goals I should set here. I can't do even more streaming because I just don't. I can't manage to put in even more time right now. I don't know. Maybe, I guess it's a matter of if you do it lots of times, you get a little bit more comfortable with it and finally once in a few years or something, I can maybe be just fine in front of the camera and just talk freely. Yeah, this no, this is not a super. You can. There's some kind of super. I guess this dollar button. Yeah, there's some super chat and super stickers. I don't even know what the super stickers do. And then you get some kind of highlighted text in the chat basically. And yeah, and I get part of the money you pay for that. You can choose the amount, I guess, but I think YouTube takes a cut, and I get some kind of small, probably, I hope, most of the most of the money there, but I don't actually know how the split is. Yeah, and then you can set some goals. So I can say, if I get 5 super chats today, I'm in 1 hour or something, or you can set a timer for that. Then I'll do something then. So like I stream again on Friday or something, or I'll play a rhythm game with any sound. Here are some examples, but I don't really like them. Hosting a community gaming night. Get 1 extra hour of live streaming when we reach the goal, but I can't do that because I have to edit the video that I just recorded today. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I hope so. So Austin, you're the guy I already know, right? The Austin I know. I'm not sure about your last name, if I mix you up with someone else here. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, I've not been very active at Misha's, actually. Some hot tea. I've just been taking a walk before this. It's great out. Thanks, cheap home tech. But first I have to set some kind of goal that this makes even more sense. But maybe you have to first enter some payment details on YouTube or something. But I'm not sure. What will I do? I'll release the Vim course. Yeah, I want to release like a Vim crash course anyway, so I'll do that as a goal now. I'll release the Vim crash course in January because I actually wanted to be further along with that, but I didn't find the time with making. Okay, let's see if this works. Now there should be a goal. Yeah, I wanted to create this Vim course, this Vim crash course, like teaching zero to hero kind of style. And I wanted to work on that, but this month actually, and release it end of the month or to at Christmas. That would be so cool. Like after the advent of Vim, that you release a course, like a paid course, for that. But yeah, I didn't do anything yet for that. I didn't find the time. Can see the goal now. Okay, yeah, so some goal is set at least. But you don't have to actually do that. That's just maybe someday when there will be like hundreds and thousands of people here in this chat, it will be easy to reach some kind of goal here. Okay, Austin. Yeah, you got a nice job there, right? Some kind of thing you wanted to. You've been working towards it, right? Yeah. Then it's totally okay, I guess. I have to make the font a little bit bigger for the chat window. It's so far away. Or I could also pull in the laptop a little bit closer. Maybe my old eyes. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it, Cheap Home Tech. You can no pressure. No pressure. So the thing I'm going to do right now is if you want to just chat, we can also just chat. But I found this video of Jose, and I can't pronounce his name probably, so I won't try it exactly. Jose, I'll try it anyway. Jose and Martinez, something like that. Sorry. I like his videos basically, and it's about, are you using the wrong shell? So I guess he's comparing Fish Bash and ZSH or something, or new shell. I don't know. I haven't, or just Bash and Fish. Okay. Oh no, ZSH is here. Yeah. So I'll take a little look here, and if it's too boring for you, or if you want to do something else, then just tell me.
So the shell is a program on your computer that allows you to interact with the operating system through the use of commands. It's called the shell because it acts as a layer on top of the operating system. It can...
I guess I have to up my editing and video recording game sometime in the future. Some more animations. Yeah. How should I react, Austin? I don't know. The Primeagen has so much energy. He's like powerhouse here. I don't know if I can. Maybe if I do this a little bit longer, he has some more experience in this than I have. But yeah, so totally, his reaction channel got 1 million subscribers now. I wanted to raise him, and I wanted to get to the 1 million before him, but didn't make it. Yeah, sometimes. But he's entertaining. And I think he also is quite skilled. And they do fun stuff there. Like, I didn't really watch much of it, but like these tower events where they all get together there in this old tower at an airport, and then they do like a hackathon for a week, something to hack together some game or something. Yeah, like his he has different channels. Cheap Home Tech. He has like Vimagen, I guess.
Generally be used in two different...
Oops, sorry. We can look for him. Primeagen. He has some more channels. The Primeagen Live. He has 1 million here, and just the Primeagen. There he has 500,000, and then he has like Vimagen or something. He has some more channels. Gen, I don't know how to write this. Yeah, here with short of 100K. Yeah. Low energy. Yeah, it is a low energy vibe, Austin, because I'm just tired all the time and lately. Like, had some dentist stuff. Then the little one is having teeth, and yeah. Okay, now I totally interrupted.
So the shell is a...
Yeah, he has a Vim channel. He's like totally into Vim. And he also has, I guess he has some kind of Vim tutorial stuff, or lots of it actually, I guess. And many people just started using Vim because of him, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's not me, but many people, I guess, tried it out because of him. Yeah, you can. But if you want to watch all his videos, binge watch it like you did on my channel. You have to have much time, I guess, because I don't know how many thousand videos he already has there. That's a little bit more than my content. He's doing this a little bit longer and a little bit more regularly. So let's see if I can manage to watch this video here. Maybe I'll speed it up a little bit, like on 1.5 speed or something, I guess. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's just watch it at regular speed.
A program on your computer that allows you to interact with the operating system through the use of commands. It's called the shell because it acts as a layer on top of the operating system. It can generally be used in two different ways. The first way is interactively. When you open a terminal window, you get access to the shell in an interactive mode. You'll see a prompt where you can type out a command, then you can press enter and the shell will interpret and execute your command to accomplish a specific task. And
yeah, he's also chill here. No, not the Primeagen, but Hossein. He's also doing very chill videos, so I always liked his style.
in this case, I just listed the contents of the directory I am currently in. The second non-interactive way is with a file. You can add one or many different commands to a file, and then you can use the shell to read through the lines within the file and execute all the commands within it. This is typically called shell scripting. There are many different shells you can use, all with different features and varying syntax. In a shell script, near the top of the file, you'll normally see a shebang line that will tell the operating system.
Also, you see here a good shebang line, like with the user bin env bash and not the hard-coded path to a bash. This video here, I don't know what he'll cover. He's starting right at the basics here, but maybe he'll go a little bit deeper. Like, what's the difference really between Bash, ZSH, and Fish? I know Fish is not POSIX compliant. That's basically everything I know, and that's like it's like batteries included here. It has all kinds of stuff. Defaultly enabled. Not a real sentence, I guess.
System, which shell program should execute the contents within the file. Three of the most popular shells are Bash, ZSH, and Fish. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the differences between them and when you might want to use each. As we move forward, it's important you remember the difference between interactive and non-interactive shell use as we just outlined. One of the most common and widely used shells around is Bash. Bash is typically the default login shell in most Linux distributions. This means
oops, my mic was muted still. So you're writing Bash scripts or shell scripts all the time. Cheap Home Tech, what do you do? If I may ask, what do you do for? Why do you like the terminal? Why do you like Vim? What do you do that you do this kind of stuff?
that if you run echo $shell on your system and you haven't changed the default shell you're using, oftentimes you'll get Bash as the result. An exception to this would be macOS, where the default shell used to be Bash but is now ZSH. Bash uses a very specific syntax. As an example, to set an environment variable, you would do something like this. You first type export, then the variable name, followed immediately by an equal sign, then double quote the value of the variable, and closing double quote. In another shell like Fish, it would look completely different. Because Bash is so widespread, you'll probably want to stick to using this when writing your own shell scripts, especially if you want to make them public and share them with other people. Because Bash is commonly installed by default on many other systems, your script will most likely work on other machines. Bash is also great for learning shell scripting as it's so also universal, and there are a lot of resources out there for it. Note that Bash is not POSIX compliant by default.
Oh, really? Bash is not POSIX compliant? That I didn't know.
POSIX compliance basically means that the syntax that you write your commands or shell script in must follow a set of rules to ensure it can run on basic.
But it's POSIX compatible anyways, right?
Basically any Unix like.
Whoops. So it runs everything that the basic POSIX shell runs. Whoa. Okay, so you actually used add. I wanted to maybe do one episode in this Advent of Vim thing because someone suggested it actually in the comments that one of the things we could do is use add because yeah, basically it's like an ancestor of Vim, right? Of BI. Yeah, yes. Maybe I should bring you on and you can show us how add works, so that I don't have to embarrass myself because I never used it before. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You have sometimes you have to go through the pain to really can cherish the new stuff, the things like the problem taken away from you, or like the user experience getting better. Yeah. Okay. I can't even remember what I did yesterday, so sometimes. So probably not. But I guess the thing is, if you would start to use it again, you would be way faster and getting back into it, since you've done it already one time or many times before. But also, like it's probably like riding a bike, right?
Follow a set of rules to ensure it can run on basically any Unix-like operating system. Bash includes extra features that are not in the standard, like arrays, for example. That being said, it can run in a POSIX compliant mode, and you can use it to run POSIX compliant scripts if you need to do that. Now, on the downside, I find that Bash isn't that great when using it interactively, when you're just typing out commands in a terminal window. Even though there might be ways of doing it, it's harder to configure and customize when compared to other shells. You might have a harder time making your prompt look nice, and
that could very well be with the prompt. I don't remember. I tried to customizing Bash prompts like also many years ago. But nowadays I just use Starship. So Starship works everywhere. So that's nice.
it'll be harder to add really useful features like syntax highlighting, nice tab completions, and auto suggestions. That's where other shells like ZSH and Fish come in. ZSH, though not entirely the same, has a pretty similar syntax to Bash, especially when using it interactively. The main advantages of using ZSH include some of the built-in features and the plugin ecosystem. ZSH has really nice tab completion. If you set this up properly in the .zshrc configuration file, after pressing tab to get completions for a command, you can press tab again and then navigate the results with your arrow keys. It also has a feature you can enable that will correct your spelling mistakes, and most significantly, there's a pretty large ecosystem of plugins you can use to take your setup to another level.
Okay, I just wanted to say I just use 2 auto suggestions, and I guess the other one is syntax highlighting, or I don't even remember. So let's check. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm. Yeah, I should be on my main rig here. So not in any container or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like syntax highlighting. Auto suggestions is currently, because I'm on stream settings, it's disabled here. So that's why you get this. There's a line that it's disabled here. My own little plugin thingy I wrote here for ZSH. ZSH VI mode and FZF tab, because like FZF is so great everywhere. You can use it everywhere. So great. Yeah, but let's get back to this. Do you use any plugins in your shell? Hope you're feeling better, Austin. So, or not much. I just was talking about plugins, ZSH plugins, and that I don't use that many because Seon was just saying that the plugin ecosystem of ZSH is so big and there are so many plugins. Do you use many? Okay, no plugins. No plugins, cheap home tech. You don't know FZF? I can say, since you are on my channel already, looking, there's an FZF video, I guess. It's a little bit older, but one of my first ones. Maybe you want to look into it.
Keys. It also has a feature you can enable that,
or I can just quickly like show you. Yeah, let's quit this here and see if this is still running. Okay. I should have FZF here. So if you hit FZF, by default it just takes everything that's here in your, like in the shell, in shell mode. You can also use it in Vim. There's a Vim plugin for that also, but it basically filters this stuff. So if I go and type Advent, it's a fuzzy filtering here. It can do so much actually. So I don't know, like you can say everything that ends in that starts with something, that it should be at the beginning, or yeah, just fuzzy find. And there are a few things like the not, the like basically like regex style in the beginning of the line, or if you don't want to just fuzzy find, then you can do the quotation mark to just get like not fuzzy finding, but real matches, like exact matches. Word finding is so hard today. Yeah. Oh, you installed Amarchi, Austin. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm still on the Mac here, so, and I also don't know if I want to install Amarchi. Like it's, yeah, probably it is probably cool, but it's such an opinionated thing, and I've got my keybind workflow already like I wanted, so probably it would be better if I just installed like Arch or something else and configured myself. Yeah, grab is cool. Locate, I don't know locate, and I don't know recall. I think cheap home tech, we could also learn a bunch of stuff with you. Oh yeah, you were on Windows before, Austin. Okay, yeah. But Amarchi, it looks very good, and Hyperland is also, you have your tiling window manager, probably also some nicely thought out pre-configured keybinds. So it's totally fine, I guess, to do it that way. And DHH, I guess he will be behind this a long time. And you can always customize it to your liking anyway, because it's just Arch Linux under the hood, right? And this way you didn't have to configure everything from scratch. So yeah, I can understand why you went that way. Oh, we've got, sorry, Eugene. I will say Eugene. Evgeny, I guess. I don't know. Omazish, you installed it. Yeah, I tried it out a few years ago, but I don't need that much stuff configured in my shell. So just installed these 3 plugins you saw before. If you want to be like me, I don't even use Linux on the desktop. Like, I've used it a few years ago, but since I got this Mac from work and it's my only portable computer, it's my main computer, I just have separate partitions for my private stuff and the work stuff. But yes, ever since then, I try to make my Mac a little bit more comfortable because, as you already said, this looks nothing like the default macOS style here, right? So I've basically also got some window management here going on, and yeah, that's how I want to keep it actually. Yeah. Okay. Get distracted so much. Ocean can talk a little bit.
Again, and then navigate the results with your arrow keys. It also has a feature you can enable that will correct your spelling mistakes, and most significantly, there's a pretty large ecosystem of plugins you can use to take your setup to another level. I really love using the ZSH auto suggestions and ZSH syntax highlighting.
These two are great.
Plugins. The first one will give you suggestions to complete your command as you type it based on your history, and the second one provides syntax highlighting, where the command you're typing will show in green if it's correct and red if it's not. You can also make your prompt look really nice with several different plugins available.
Yeah, I've used the power level 10K prompt before I used Starship. Yeah, but now Starship does everything I want. And I don't have to configure much. And I can if I want to. And it's, since I have to work on Windows for work, at least in my last project, I had to work on Windows, like you probably did before, Austin. I could also use my Starship prompt there.
In my case, I'm currently using Paralevel 10K. As you can see, with ZSH, you can make the experience of using the terminal interactively much better. In spite of this, I would still recommend you write your shell scripts in Bash instead of ZSH.
Oh, I don't know if he did that, but 2048 game in Bash, do you know the game? Maybe he will show us how it looks like. Yeah, I guess grepping, to come back here to GPOM last message. agrep lets me search for possible typos on customer databases. Locate is very similar to find, which I also use a lot. Okay, locate is, okay, that I didn't know. But recall lets me search through all the thousands of books I have. Okay, so is this like a terminal book database kind of thing, or is it just like a tool that you use to search your books through the shell, or is it like specialized for book searching or book researching?
As the syntax is not fully compatible, remember that you just need to specify which shell should execute your script and the top of the file with the shebang line. You can then just execute your script normally. The primary downside of ZSH when it comes to interactive use is that you have to do a lot of manual setup and configuration yourself. You basically add all your configuration to a .zshrc configuration file that is located in your home directory. Mine has quite a few different things in it to set up all of the different different plugins and make it work nicely. If instead you want a shell that has a lot of these really nice features built in, is more user-friendly, and requires minimal configuration, then you'll want to check out Fish instead, short for Friendly Interactive Shell.
Ah, that's what it stands for. Didn't know that. So this is basically the Helix of shells, right? Even though I never tried Helix. But I think that's basically the same. It comes like fully working, no configuration needed.
Then you'll want to check out Fish instead, short for Friendly Interactive Shell. Fish has some really nice features already built in when you install it. This includes auto suggestions and syntax highlighting, which we had to install and set up manually for ZSH. And the auto suggestions in Fish I think are a little bit smarter. You'll get suggestions for command options or file paths, as well as suggestions based on your history. The tab completion is also really nice in Fish. It'll open up a menu like we saw with ZSH, and you can navigate it with your arrow keys. Fish even has a special command called fish_config, and it'll open up a user-friendly page in a web browser where you can configure a bunch of different things, including colors, your prompt.
What? Terminal programs to configure in the web browser? Do we really want that? But no, nice feature.
A web browser where you can configure a bunch of different things, including colors, your prompt, functions, and more. Beyond this, you can also install plugins with Fish to enhance
Fisher.
the functionality even further. Now, the biggest consideration with Fish is the syntax. It's meant to be much more user-friendly than Bash or ZSH, but it's pretty different. You'll need to learn the Fish syntax for your configuration files or when executing commands interactively. For example, this is how you set an environment variable with Fish. You first type set, then -gx, followed by the variable name, and then the value. Whereas if you remember from earlier, with Bash, it would be like this. So when using Fish interactively or when configuring it, you'll need to learn the new syntax, but when it comes to writing shell scripts, it depends on whether or not you want to share them with other people. If you're not planning on these scripts being public and available for other people, then you can definitely use Fish for scripting, as the language is easier to understand and it makes scripts easier to write. Again, even if you're using Fish, you can still write your shell scripts with Bash. You just need to provide the proper shebang line so that the operating system knows which shell it should use. If you have a Bash script that you want to execute within Fish and it doesn't have a shebang line, you can also just specify which shell to use, followed by the name of the file. As you
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Cheap home tag. It's more on the surface level here, right? So it's not that deep.
can see, there is really no right or wrong answer here. You can choose to use only one shell or even use several. Switching between one shell to another is as simple as just writing the name of the shell, pressing enter, and starting it up. To change the default shell on your system, if it's already installed, you can execute chsh for change shell, followed by dash.
Whoops, that was my fatty finger here, resting on the keyboard. Sorry.
-s, then $, opening parenthesis, which, and then the shell name, and then closing parenthesis. Again, you can use whichever shell name here you want to use. To summarize, me personally, I would recommend you use Bash to write your shell scripts that you want to be public and share with other people, as most people will have Bash installed on their system. For interactive use in a terminal window, I would recommend you use ZSH or Fish because of the advanced features available. I've been using ZSH since I bought a MacBook a couple of years ago and it was the default shell. I really like my current setup and don't really feel like I need to change it, but you have to go through more manual work to get everything working really nice. If you want it to just work, have awesome features by default, be user friendly, and require minimal configuration, then I would recommend Fish instead. Again, this recommendation is specifically for interactive use, not really for shell scripting. If you want a simpler syntax for your own shell scripts that you won't really be sharing with many people, then you can use Fish for that too. Of course, if the person you're planning on sharing with already has Fish installed, then that wouldn't be a problem either. Alright you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting and helpful.
Now I have to do the thing I say to all of you all the time. And I can't forget it anymore. Like want to hit the like button on the other stuff as well. And also, I don't see any hype functionality here, by the way. Why? Why is there no hype button here? All right. Yeah, because but it's for creators under 500k subscribers, right? It's just 5 days ago, so it should be in the first week of the video, and I should be able to hype, but seems like I can't. Sorry.
If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or feedback for me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more content like this from me. See you guys in the next one.
He also
Peace.
has an FCF. He also has an FCF video, by the way. Okay. So that was what was a nice video, but maybe I'm too deep into shells. Wasn't that much new stuff to me. Red on Penguins is always great also, but I actually saw this video on my phone today. That's how you do it. Like, I place my other keyboard there, but not exactly there. I place it actually, if I have it on my lap, on the side of the trackpad, like this. I show it all the time, like little keyboard here. I guess it was also one of your comments, Cheap Home Tech, because of you don't like using Control and I guess the 6 shortcut or something. But that's why I always keep this keyboard with me. Oh wow, here's like a very nice video of some very cool creator. He's also live right now. Wow. Solving the pile of clothes by my bed. Okay, Ben Welk is really also very, very into many topics. That's great. But I don't want to use this, watch this right now. Here's a Vimogen. He thinks this is what AI should look like. Let's take a look. I didn't know. I don't know what he's doing there. I didn't watch this yet.
All right, I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the thing I've been working on. I think it's pretty fun. So we're going to go over to this file. This file is largely generated by AI, and how I generated it is as follows. I've created my own version of maybe how I want to be able to run AI, because I've always had this problem. I love Tab Autocomplete. It's my favorite, so I love using that. Sometimes I find it annoying though, so I have it on, I have it off right now. I'm relearning how to type on QWERTY. I've ditched Dvorak in the last few weeks, and so because of that, I have no AI autocomplete. I have to just, I have to hand roll everything. But I decided, hey, I want to create something that allows me to still use AI and use it in the way I like it. And for me, I've always been someone that liked it in a very narrow area. So here, there's a box art concept I'm working on. It's a good idea. I like it. All right. So whoopsie poopsies. Let me go like this. So here's the general idea that I think is going to be pretty cool, which is whenever I'm working with one of these AIs, I have this kind of problem, which is that I kind of look at the AI like on this big old graph right here. And so it starts off where the accuracy of what I'm requesting is dependent on how big it is. It doesn't matter what you're doing, accuracy always falls off, right? So that's why autocompletes tend to be right, pretty high percent of the time, 100% correct, not mostly correct, not.
So he's basically just talking about the autocomplete AI stuff, right? So GitHub Copilot stuff here. I actually don't like to use this because most of the time I don't like what it spits out.
Somewhat correct, but 100% correct. is because the amount of stuff they're attempting to request is really small. And as you go further, the amount of error that is reduced because every single file it has to read, every single piece of context it has to get, there's just more chance for an error to be showing up somewhere within here. And also the next thing you know, you get a result and you have to look at the result, and then it's your job to take the result, actually make the changes, and then get it to where you need it to be so that you can continue on, operating correctly. And this little thing right here, this little process of querying the LLMs, sitting there waiting for it, I take like a really large back seat to programming, and I find that I just am not nearly as engaged. I'm not nearly as motivated.
Yeah. That's why I don't like it. Actually, to use this kind of stuff while coding.
I find it very unpleasant. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Is I actually really don't like the vibe coding style.
It's more like you review all you do is review code anymore. Then, if you use it like that, so that's not what I like.
And so I've been trying to think of a better way to do that, because I don't mind the autocomplete, though sometimes I find it annoying, but for the most part it's pretty good. And the vibe coding part, I just find it just infuriates me so much of the time, because even if it is 80% correct, I have to play this game of looking at the code, understanding the full set of changes, which I argue is not a slow thing to do. On top of that, being able to take those changes, then morph it into something that I find useful. Again, not good. I can often do all of that myself much faster, or to more correctness, and then I understand the internal data structure that's happening, how the data is moving. I understand the program flow, and thus I have much better understanding of what's happening. And so it's just generally why I've had this problem. And so I've been just trying to think of how do I marry those two things together? How do I create something in which I can still have the autocomplete feel, but I can still have the
Actually, really impressive how he's drinking and putting the arm around the mic without hitting it all the time. Like I'm hitting the mic all the time here. Oh, sorry. No, that could be loud for you. So sorry. That's where you see that he's a pro, I guess.
the vibe coding speed of the the vibe coding speed, right? Because that's what at the end of the day, I don't care if I type in every character. That's never been the thing that makes me excited. It's understanding and solving a problem and building good software that I really appreciate. So I've been working on this thing right here. It's Project 99, named after the Halo sniper rifle, the SRS 99. It's because I wanted something that's powerful but precise. Okay, I'm not looking for a rocket launcher. Close enough does not count in this case. So I'm gonna give you a super trivial version of a problem we're gonna solve, and so you can see how it works. So I can look at this fizz buzz, right? Now this is obviously, we would never really do this, right? This is not something you would do, but you get the idea. So let's go like this, count on items. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go param. Forgive my typing. Remember, I am on QWERTY now. It's only been a few weeks, so I feel really slow, honestly.
He's just using QWERTY again like a few weeks, and he's been typing Dvorak for like 10 years or something before. So I think it's really good what he's doing here with typing. When I was changing the layout to this Colmec DH, I was so bad, so long. But okay, he's been typing QWERTY before he typed Dvorak, so it's not starting from zero. But anyways, I guess it's all right. It's all right, Prime.
Table, string, not string, we'll go like this. We'll go number and then string, right? So that's pretty much what you would expect from FizzBuzz. Let's go like this, return.
Still typing faster than most of other people, I guess.
Return string this. There we go. So this looks pretty familiar, right? So we all know what should happen. Fizz, buzz, baz, all that kind of stuff, all the good stuff. Now, I already know the answer to this. It's going to take me a couple minutes to get it exactly correct, but I generally know the answer. So what if I could instead just tell the AI to go figure it out? Now, you'll notice right away I get a nice little query thing, and you'll notice right away that's like, okay, I'm going to analyze the code base to understand and fill in the context. It goes and it's actually using a big model. It's using It's using open code underneath the hood. I forget which one I'm going to do, but right now I can tell right away, hey, I'm using a classic algorithm. I'm going to do all this solving, and boom, it's going to fill it in and just solve this. Now, notice it didn't go and change my whole project. It didn't restructure anything. It didn't change how I had this stuff up here. It didn't change the signature. It's just changing this part right here. And that's the idea, is that I want something in which can understand the context, understand what I'm attempting to do, and then I can do these nice little kind of like, hey, just go fill that part in. And where
Okay. Yeah, I see the appeal here. That's the way I use AI sometimes is just ask it questions, like not write me the complete function here, but ask it some questions that get me closer to an understanding, to help me understand stuff that I don't know yet. So this is at least a little bit more in this kind of area, like this little part that just gets AI generated here. You can see what he's trying to do here, I guess.
where this kind of was nice is that in this thing, I already knew exactly how I wanted this little kind of nice little spinner. I knew how I wanted to implement it. I knew how I wanted to have the status line kind of work. And so all I did is I just created this interface up here with the new. I created a get with the little return string, this thing right here, created the push, created the start, created the stop, and it just filled in all the rest. And so I just went, oh, okay, fill in that function, fill in that function, fill in that function, fill in that function, and all the way through. It just knew exactly what it was doing. And so it was pretty great because, hey, I got all the speed of kind of like that, hey, models can generate code much faster than me, but I had all the control of what is the API, what exactly do I want to see, exactly where I want to see it, how I want it organized. Felt good. I enjoyed it. I am happy for what I am building, and
Interesting. So he said he's basing this on open code. Interesting to see if he put this out there, what he actually built here.
I think I'm going to continue on using this. It's not going to be open source for a little bit just because I want
And then he says, it's not going to be open source for a little bit. Okay, so it's not out there yet.
to I want to make sure that I actually really like it. And then if it is really good, I might consider turning it into an LSP so that way you can just use it in your favorite editor. But for now, it's just pure 100%, nothing, free range, Lua, just beautiful Luing. It's using Tree Sitter. That's how it works. It's kind of clever. Effectively, all I do is I just, I get my cursor and then I just get a containing function using a bunch of Tree Sitter, all that kind of stuff, finding the smallest function that still intersects my cursor or still contains my cursor. And then I'm able to kind of, use a lot of asserts and all that fun stuff. And I go and create everything I need. It's absolutely fantastic. It just seems to work
Pretty clever with the tree setter thing.
really, really well. Happy with it. I'm a happy boy with it. Okay. And yeah, so there you go. That's kind of like this fun little project I've been working on. I'm pretty happy about it.
In this video, he's not that over energized, right? But maybe also he looks tired. He looks like I feel most of the time in the last few weeks.
You might like it. I like it. You might like it. Maybe. I think it's better. Like in all reality, I actually think this is a better way to use AI, at least for me.
Oh, I guess my chat hung a little while. I now got like 20 messages. So sorry if I didn't respond to any of your things you said. Oh man, sorry. Okay, I'll have to go back yet now and see what you what you typed here. It makes a DB of all your files, and then you can do a regex on a DB. Okay, that's the recall thing, right? Okay, cool. Thanks, Chief Home Tech. That maybe I'll look into that. Why you're not going to get some strange keyboard? Yeah, and the Control Alt Home keys vary from keyboard to keyboard is right. Yeah. But I've got these home row mods, so where my finger's resting, if I just tap the key, it gives me the actual letter that's there. And if I hold it, it turns into a modifier like Shift or Control or all the other ones. And so I can basically press all four of them if I just hold down the 4 keys here. And any combination of those. Okay. Yeah, it's Window or Meta or super whatever. I always confuse the two. AFK until you don't hear his voice. Okay, so you really don't like his content. Sorry, Cheap Home Tech. Yeah, this tool looks cool, Austin, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's not. He's not on stream here. Yeah. Okay, now I caught up to all the messages. I don't know why this happened, but yeah, they just all appeared at once, even though the timestamps say they've been there a few minutes. So, Cheap Home Tech. Sorry, I'm gonna watch the last minute
because
here.
often I know. All right, I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the thing I've been working on. I think it's pretty fun.
What?
So we're gonna go over. Like in all reality, I actually think this is a better way to
fingers.
use AI, at least for me, because often I know what I want to do. And so therefore, if I know what I want to do and what I want to build, I don't want to have to deal with your crap, right? I don't want the AI doing all that. I just hate it. I just hate it so much. And so maybe I could learn to love AI with this new way. Just a thought. Just a thought. And also, if I ever start using like a fill in the middle model, something that's like a lot faster, then I'd have to gather the context myself. Also, great use of Tree Sitter and LSPs. I could go and gather all the context I need super fast, send it off, have super fast response. And it could be really nice to have like a really nice zippy implementation. But again, whenever I use those fill in the models and they start doing big attempts, they often are wrong because again, this wideness is just much shorter in those models. And so I want, I don't know. I'm willing to try though. I'm totally willing to try. I don't know. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Bye.
He didn't seem so excited in the end, but okay. I believe him. Anyways, he gets a like. So he's reacting to Linus versus Linus also. No, we can't. We can't do that to Cheap Home Tech now. Can't do Primogen again. Okay. Minimal VS Code. No. Not now. Oh, Winamp. Do you still know Winamp? I can't hover it now, but back in the day, that was so cool. I loved it. I love the style still of the player. Reminds me. Yeah, really old school. Oh, hey, Bill. Thanks for your kind words. when you saw my stress level in my last video, I guess it was the last one, right? It's all a blur. I don't know when I released what. Yeah. Is it? I hope so. But no, it shouldn't matter to you. It's just I'm just some random dude on the internet here, putting out some terminal content most of the time, BIM content right now. Hey there. Yeah, pretty good actually. Hey ho, how it's going? How's it going? I still am not in the habit of reading out the comments before I react to them. No, you're right. Probably you have the capacity to speak for everyone, I guess. It's the community vibe, right? You get the feeling of a community already here. I hope. Thanks. Loving the Advent of Vim series here. Riz, I will call you Riz because that's one of the things I can pronounce here. Riz. Isn't that something the cool kids say? No, not anymore, right? To Riz. but it's starting to feel like that. So you see repeating comments from all the same people. Yeah, it's a cool nickname actually, I think, Riz. Aris or Aris. Probably I'm not good with pronouncing names. It's so difficult if you don't even have the context of where's this name from, and yeah, like you don't see the person and something like that. Yeah, got the Riz. Yeah, now I already lost my train of thought again. Oh yeah, about the community aspect of things. I guess also, yeah, like the people. There are a lot of people that are like repeating commenters, and I can recognize them already now. Oh, cool. Pronunciation is perfect. It's so often it's so off, even with the usual English stuff here right now. But I try my best. I hope to get even more. Can I say like less strange feeling in front of a camera and talking just to a camera and getting like just reading chat. It's and also like if I'm not even reading chat and just doing the videos, it's also. But yeah, difficult. It was so difficult in the beginning. My first video, I did like a million cuts to just get something together, and it was so stressful. Even then, I thought I can never put something together here that will be some kind of coherent. Net RW hacks. Actually, I don't really. I haven't really used this net RW much. I have to admit. Like yeah, most of the time if I'm in Vim, I don't. I did show it in this one video, right? And I just had to remember how to create a new file. And then I messed it up with that it doesn't create the folders, the directories that are not there. So that gave you a little hint that I didn't do that or don't do that very, very often. Like use netrw. No, I actually don't know much about it. And I still don't exactly know what the next videos will be. So I know what the next video will be because I recorded it before. But yeah, I actually wanted to answer some of the comments and some of the suggestions there, but I didn't find the time to really prepare for that yet. So I'm just winging it and talking about stuff that I already know of in some kind of way. I'm also probably not the greatest expert on everything that I showed you. There will be many more people that are way more experienced in this. System design interview for an AI engineering role at a startup. Okay. System design, I also didn't do an interview for that yet. Did you buy the book? Like the standard system design interview book? There's something how is he called? Like it's an Asian guy that makes very nice infographics on YouTube, and he has also written this book, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I was quite unsure of how I would structure this, And also in the beginning, I thought maybe I will also bring up some new Vim content and configuration content. And yeah, I did a little bit of configuration of Vim, but not new Vim. And I didn't want to focus on that. I just wanted to, have like a little surprise every day. Also, not really building on top of each other, because that was another comment I got. Like, I don't know exactly what it was, but like that I can't. Probably it was also maybe meant a little bit funny. I can't really articulate myself right now about this, but I think it was something like, it's not. You can't imagine that the people that watch like the first part know about that when I didn't even introduce that part or something like that. But it's not meant to be like a zero to hero kind of thing, this Advent of Vim series. And I am glad you like it, Aris. Oh, I wanted to repeat the questions or the chat here. So when I first saw the Advent of Vim, I thought it would be like TJ's new Vim series, teaching configuration and setup was the first part. But when I watched it, it was completely different from what I expected, and it was amazing. And that, even reading that, maybe you see like the smile coming up. That's the comments are really, really bringing my heart some joy most of the time. These kind of comments, at least. Yeah. Okay, and Austin had the first round yesterday and set up the interview for today. Okay. Okay, then good luck with that. And okay, Eugene, 2340, to totally support your opinion on recording on voice, even more on camera. My first and only video was the presentation of my project for CS50 years ago. English was awful and I was stressed as hell. Yeah, I can totally imagine. And Bill Gathan says, I'm addicted to the 90% of what plugins give you in native Vim videos. I'm a masochist about avoiding plugins. What's 500 lines of config files if you can avoid one plugin? Yeah, that's so. Oh man, Aries, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat here. Like the goal is running out in 45 seconds, but thank you so much. No, is it? Yeah, it's running out in 45 seconds, but thank you. Thanks for contributing here. And yeah, Bill, I really like that kind of thinking. But then in the end, sometimes it's really better to just install a plugin. Like I made this back before the series. Let's okay, now I'm gonna self-promote my own videos again. I made this provocating, opinionated, you might not need a fuzzy finder Vim tips and tricks video. Yes. Sorry. So you count that I pronounce it right, or did I pronounce it right, or that the TH? Okay. It doesn't look German. Yeah, but actually I called this video first, you don't need a fuzzy finder, just to get some reactions actually, and wanted to see what happens. And I got so much flack on Reddit when I posted this video. Yeah, and it's not what a fuzzy finder does, what I show in this video, but I found it cool, and I actually use like FZF Lua all the time. And usually I also use like NeoVim with a few plugins, right? But in this series, Advent of Vim, also some comments were like, okay, if you say Vim, you have to use Vim, don't use NeoVim. And yeah, there are subtle differences that sometimes, like with the terminal stuff and the keybinds there, they are different. The built-in terminal, for example, and I can see how people might get tripped up then. But yeah, that's why I stuck to Vim actually for Advent of Vim. And also I really have to do some kind of thumbnail, how to make good thumbnails class. Still don't get it. I'm like a helpless thing. I just make a screenshot and put some text and a logo on it right now because I just can't design, for the love of God. This is also like generated because I'm just bad at designing stuff. From Mönchengladbach. So Bill Gathen's grandparents were from Mönchengladbach. Yeah, and it took you that long to remember how to do an umlaut and a US keyboard. Are you on Mac or are you on like a Windows or Linux US keyboard? I know on Mac I have to type umlauts, but I actually use a US layout for everything. And on Mac, it's actually really nice because you can press Alt U or like Option U on Mac, and then you get these little points here, like the dots above the umlauts, and then you can just press A to get an A, or you can press Alt U. I don't know. Can I show you this with the key casting? Probably. Like Alt U and then like U for U. And yeah, for O, the same. And Alt S gets you this umlaut, and there is this scharfe S, like Buckel S, we said in the school back then. Yeah, I have to use it a little more often than you probably because I also have to write German on this here. But yeah. That's quite nice. It's way nicer than having to switch layouts on Windows or on Linux. You can also use like a compose key. Heiße Himbeeren, sage ich jetzt mal lieber. Heiße Himbeeren. So hot raspberries, not strawberries. Hot raspberry pies. Let's leave it like that. So can you also speak German, Bill? You can write German at least one word. I'm having way too much fun just chatting with you. So now, hopefully my chat isn't frozen again. Again, Aris, thank you so much. Can I somehow highlight that? Time to reply to the super chat has expired. Oh, okay. Then it wasn't. Okay. I'm still not good with these super chat and goal things here. So, sorry for that. But Aris, you will be in my next videos then, not in the one tomorrow, or maybe I will edit you in like on top of it. I didn't upload it yet. I have to still edit it. So yeah, I will edit your name there too. Okay, since my chat doesn't do anything right now anymore, I'm gonna look if we find some new video I could click on here. What's interesting here? The annoying usefulness of Emacs. I always wanted to watch T-Zoning. Oh, now the chat came. Ein klein bisschen, yes. Thank you, Darius. Hi, Marco. Just popped in to let you know you've been of great help in my Vim journey. Best of luck with the stream. Going back to work. Have fun. Have fun at work. and like Aris is looking forward to me mentioning him in the next video. That's great. I will do that. So I always wanted to watch T-Zoning. Zoning. How did you pronounce this? That's some some kind of word like this. Vim native window manager versus Tmux. You mean like the thing I showed you with like just splitting windows and using built-in terminal? Or just for the file splitting? So if I'm editing like multiple files and want to have it side by side in one project, then I would use the built-in stuff. And if I'm already always inside of Tmux, so if I want to have some kind of more terminal thingy, then I will probably use Tmux. If I would be like on a server or something where I don't have Tmux installed, then I would also use like the internal terminal, I guess. But I haven't really used it that often. Like, just tried it once, and now for the last video where we covered this, that was like a wish of one in one of the comments to cover this. So that's why I looked a little bit more into it. Yeah, I haven't done much inside it. Miguel Rodriguez says the terminal buffers in Vim always feel a little clunky, but maybe you get used to them eventually. Yeah. So for the stuff I tried out, it was okay. And also, if you like go into normal mode, I think it's a nice feature to be able to scroll back, like with your Vim keybinds, that you have all your Vim settings there for your navigation. But also Tmux has this copy mode where you can also do a lot of stuff, like with nice keybinds, and you can also customize all the stuff. But also like Westerm's multiplexing was also nice when I used that. I think just use one of all those possibilities that you like. And if you run into problems with your use case, then look for something else. But if something works for you, just use it. I'm like more of a pragmatic and not like a dogmatic person, I guess. Yeah, there are so many options. I mean, I haven't looked at Emacs really. I haven't looked really into Emacs. We watched a video of Joshua Blaze. I butchered his name also, where he showed us like his operating system that he uses, like his Emacs, where he does everything, email and stuff like that. But yeah, to each their own. And if the terminal works for your things you run in there, why not? The good thing is like you have your familiar keybinds probably, and yeah, but if you want to interchange or want to mix Tmux and NeoVim, there you can also use like the plugin for that you can have the same keybinds to just move inside and outside there, like changing panes to an outside pane. Yeah, but there's evil mode, I guess, in Emacs. So Bill said like Emacs an operating system in need of a good text editor, yeah. And that's why they got evil mode, right? I haven't even tried that. So that's also so nice, like talking trash about stuff you didn't even try. It's so funny to me most of the time, like, so I'm not really serious about that. But it's, yeah, I like it. I think, like, didn't in the Social Network, like in the Zuckerberg film, didn't he use Emacs there to code up Facebook back then? Like, at least in the film. I don't know if that was like real to life. Oh, that's great, Miguel. Glad you like it. Glad you like the global command and external filters videos are very good. I learned so much from them. He said. Yeah, there's so much stuff to learn. So I've been using Vim on and off for lots of years also, but not as my main thing. At work, I still use IntelliJ most of the time, but yeah, like there's always much more to learn there, even though you use it for years. Whoops, clumsy here. I have. You are, even though you never watched this film. Did you watch Hackers with like with Angelina Jolie? You have to watch this film if you want to be a real programmer. It's so true to life. Yeah, the action there. Yeah. No, but I like the Social Network part. Like, it makes you wanna create stuff. At least when I saw that back then, I thought, oh man, just get coding and create something and put it out there. Yeah. All right. I do here. Stream health error. Okay. Okay, my stream is it all right to you? Like, just got like a message here that my stream status was poor. Did I just drop many of you? No one there anymore. Okay, everyone dropped, or I just not sure what happened here. Okay. Strange. Okay, so Bill is still here at least. Yeah, that's the same way I feel about Vimscript, Miguel. Like, I don't really like Vimscript, and Lua is nice. Code folding in Vim. Yeah, I wanted to actually go into the Z commands or Z command thing, but we did so much of the G commands. I don't know if I want to go into there. Like all the folding stuff is starting with Z, right? And not only the folding stuff, but we could have gone on with the G commands also. There are more of them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I also don't really use code folding that much in Vim. Like the scrolling stuff I also showed, like with the ZZ centers your current line, or ZT brings it to the top, ZB brings it to the bottom. What else is there? Let's just see. I am on my. Yes, I am here. So also like the one feature that Ghosty cannot do, like I can have a shortcut because I can have functions in Westworm to just make my background translucent and then not translucent again. Yeah, you totally forgot. Yeah, like I think there's something like Z commands or something. I don't know. Like there's a Z command starting with Z. It's called like that. And you have like this whole list here. Oh, so many arrow keys. Yeah, there's much folding here. And but what else is there? Z redraw cursor line to top of window. Okay, I didn't know that one. There's so much, but like Vim's help is such a treasure trove, I guess. Can find so much stuff in here. Like it's such a long list of stuff you can do. Paste in block mode without training spaces. I didn't know about that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. But what else is there? I just skipped. Okay, these are 3-letter one. 3-letter Z commands. ZUW, undo ZW. Okay. And ZW permanently mark word as incorrectly spelled. Yeah, the spelling stuff is also like all the Z stuff is for spelling. Adding stuff to the dictionary and removing that and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do this. Give spelling suggestions. Yeah. And like here's also the list of G commands and what else is here. Like the square bracket commands are also very useful. But some of them, like the one adding an empty line, is not available in Vim by default, for example. Like it's just has been added to new Vim. So if I just type this here and let's add a few lines, and then you could do a control shift capital O to whoops. I can't type for the love of God. If I'm doing some live stuff, I can't even type. So Shift O adds the line here above this, but you are in insert mode after that. And in new Vim, you can do opening square bracket space to do that in normal mode. You can't do that in Vim. Yeah. For example. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the chat and go one by one. So, do you know what you're covering next? I'm covering. What was the last? I actually recorded two things today, so I'm not sure what I released yet because I need to sleep tonight. So I did after then macros was my live thing, right? Like my one tag thing. This was the newest one I released, right? That's already been released. So next one, yeah, okay. Next one will be registers, I think, something about registers, and or it was marks. So one of those. So I recorded something about marks and something about registers. Yeah. And the thing with searching help, what I find quite nice or if you're like in regular Vim, you can do help grab also, like you can grab inside help. So you can, I don't know, what do you want to do for G command or something, or just I'm out of ideas, like for the terminal stuff, like grab for terminal, and then you can look in the quick fix list, and you have this list here, and you see where you find terminal, and then you can jump there and look further there. So that's useful. Or if you actually are in NeoVim, you can probably all the other things like telescope and what's it called, like the one from Folky, like all the pickers can also like search through help here, through help files. Yeah. And yeah, I don't really need to or use the spelling stuff in Vim, also not in any other program. These squiggly lines in other programs get on my nerves more than they help. Especially if you like writing different languages at once. Yeah, live typing. So Miguel says, yeah, when you live type, I feel like you forget how to type. It's also like, that's also a thing in pair or team programming. I find like everyone does it. Everyone can type so well, usually, I guess, when they are alone, when they type all day. But when someone's looking, and when you're talking while you're typing, it's also more difficult, I find. Didn't know about help grab. Okay, that's great. So then this live stream has been useful to someone today. That's great. Yeah, and yeah, otherwise, like in NeoVim, like I'm in NeoVim here, you can, like in FZF Lua, for example, you have this function to also grab inside the help thingy here. Also very helpful if you know what you're looking for, but I'm out of ideas of what to search for. And yeah, quick fix list and jump list. Also maybe topics. Like I have one set topic for the last one, that's closing Vim. I've been talking about it all series, right? And I've been spoiling it, but just with the usual ways to quit. Yeah, there are some ways to quit that are not that obvious if you don't, like, if nobody told you and you didn't search for that. And I don't want to spoil it here. I wanted to search inside the help if we can find something there, but no, let's not do that. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I will be doing we'll be off in like 20 minutes because I have to at least cut or edit the video for tomorrow a little bit still. And I'm gonna try a middle way, Bill, by the way. Not doing one takes, but maybe cutting down on the editing, like the really bad stuff I'm gonna cut out, and maybe some pauses or something get left in, so that it's not taking that long. If you want to really optimize like every breathing pause and something like that, it takes a lot of time. Also, I know the first video when I was getting back into making them is like the Tmax video. I will have a little look inside here. Hi, and welcome to Tmax from Scratch, a video series where we'll learn about Tmax, a terminal multiplexer. In the next videos, we'll learn, like then I will mute myself inside the video. I tried some new stuff with, okay, how will I present some text here, and I played around with this so long, and like with the zooming in after the architecture, I guess. Zooming in on stuff on the screen, yeah, like stuff like that will be here right now. Like animating this kind of stuff. If you don't know how to do it, and I'm not a professional video editor, this took so much time. And like I thought, yeah, maybe this will bring the quality way up. But I don't know. Yeah, like it's okay. But it took too much time, and I'm just cutting down on editing time. Or if it could, of course, if there are many super chats and people that join my GitHub sponsors thing or Ko-fi or whatever, the memberships, then maybe I can someday invest in an editor. And yeah, like it really takes so much time editing this stuff. If you're not that experienced. Yeah, I also was very happy with the result when I did it, but it was also very time consuming. Yeah. I know what you're getting at, so I've been avoiding it, live demoing things, because like one thing, thank you, Aris, by the way, for saying it's really nice. And Bill says this might not be what you want to hear, but I like to watch you live demonstrate things while chatting casually with us. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that, so not to like mess up too much here, or by accident, exactly by live streaming, like showing some private stuff that shouldn't be on the internet or something, like, don't know, addresses or something like that, or passwords or IP addresses, so then I don't get DDoSed or something. I think the Primeagen knows. No, I didn't see it, but somewhere I heard like he put up his IP addresses somewhere or something on stream. I had to change passwords or something like that. So this is stuff I'm afraid of happening. But thank you, Bill. You do a great job, he said. Yeah, I'm trying. And I'm also having fun doing this. And I also was considering actually, so I'm gonna stream in 2 days again, because I still have to make come through on my goal reaching from 2 weeks ago or something, like streaming on Friday. So I postponed this to this week. Maybe I also should like really do something like set up the stream before that people can see it beforehand. But the time is maybe not right for US people, or like most of the viewers are from the US. But I guess like in what time zone do you live, Bill? And what's the time there right now? Or Aris, okay, you're probably not from the US. If I see like it's another currency you contributed. What's the time there where you all live? Or Miguel, everyone who's still here. Like finding a Indian Standard Time, okay. So that's not, yeah, okay. And it's like 22, it's like 10 p.m. here soon. Yeah, I can, I have to think about it, but I can like do PM to 24 hours clocks. Okay. Yeah, so Miguel is almost at my time here. And Eugene also. Yeah, I'm still not sure when to stream best, but in the middle of the day is kind of difficult if it's not on the weekends. And on the weekends, it's also difficult right now because then there's like time for a little bit of family time. Yeah, but what did I want to say? Yeah, I'm gonna stream on Friday again, and I try my best, and I have fun. It's really fun doing this, even though we're not really doing much here. Like this day, we didn't really watch any videos almost, but yeah, it's so fun, like interacting with you guys. And I'm still afraid. I wanted, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, now I know. Again, I remembered. Like I was thinking about like trying out ad or something, like in the live stream. I don't know. Could be fun. I haven't used it. Could also be very uncomfortable, probably. But yeah, maybe. Maybe. The 10x engineer has a midlife crisis. Do you know videos of him? Kai Lentit. Find it funny sometimes. And YSAP. Oh, he has a complete bash scripting course now. Cool. I have to watch this.
If you've been following my channel, you know
Why?
from zero to hero.
The update is that it's done. It's done. Like, for real, it's done. If you're watching this video, this one I'm posting right here, right when it comes out, it will be out in less than 24 hours. If you're watching this video anytime after December 15th, 2025, it's out. You can go watch it right now.
So he released his course. Nice. What? Is he? Where? Bill, you have to... Oh, you can't post links in here, I guess. I think I disabled it somewhere. And I don't know how to enable them. So do I have to go to Primeagen again? Where is he? So I saw it was a short.
If you've been following my channel, you know that I'm working on a bash
you
course.
mean this?
This
Yeah,
is
This is the greatest
totally
macro.
he.
I will.
Sorry, you can't probably hear me when I'm also leaving the videos on. He just saw my Advent of Vim thing and he just did this short, probably really. Yeah. Thank you, Miguel. Maybe bring guests and have a topic. So like Link Garzu is doing like a lot of podcasts, right? It might help keeping the conversation structured. But whatever, really, I like your content, so I come to support you regardless of that. You do what you do on the live sessions. That's great. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Then let's see what. It's a good idea. Maybe I should like reach out to Henry or I don't know, Henry Misk or some people I actually had a little bit of contact with here. Or I should reach out to someone. Maybe to the Primeagen. Who knows? I don't want to argue against Prime. You know how speedy he can talk here. I don't know. It's like a tornado coming out of his mouth here. Yeah, but he's got the same headphones as I have, but he has the long cable right now. I have the short one that came with it. I also have the other one, the orange one he has there. And I bought this first. I'm sure. I bought this in 2014. So he has to come. Maybe we have to fight on who gets to wear this headphone. Yeah, yeah. It sure feels like it, Bill. Feels like he knows the question before you ask it. So I'm gonna see what he's doing with his macro magic here. And let's see if we can follow that.
This is the greatest macro I will ever do. This is like, I cannot even explain it. It's going to be so good. So let's go up here. Let's go to the else, okay?
You can't even see what he's doing there. It's here on the left. It's here on the left. You can't even see that. What?
I'm going to start a macro. I am going to copy and paste this. I'm going to look for capital if. I'm going to go down one. I'm going to paste this in just for now, okay? We're going to need that later. Yank, paste it, down, DI word, up, capital I, VIW, paste that in, YIW, F that, highlight, paste it in. Then we got to go back one, tilde, down, delete, quit. And that, my friend, is how you do it. We're going to go back up here. We're going to go on to the return and look at what we just got done doing right here. Do you see that return statement? Did you guys just see what the hell happened right there? I don't think...
I just saw half of it. Yeah, I can expand, but this won't help. It's like the format here. Like it's from one of his live streams, I guess. And just cut out. So that's the problem with these short formats. So you can't fit everything in. I also tried doing 1 or 2, but it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I guess it was a great macro.
Think you're ready for that? True? Yes. False? Yes.
I think he's just copying one word from up there and then he creates this this token thingy here. I don't know, I can't. I guess it's Rust. So it's probably quite old because his Rust face, it's 2023. 2023. His Rust face is long gone, right? He's like doing Elixir right now. It's just to watch the veins throb in his forehead as he loses it. Okay, I didn't look at it.
Down, delete, quit. And that, my friend, is how you do it. We're going to go back up here. We're going to go on to the return and look at what we just got done doing right here. Do you see that return statement? Did you guys just see what the hell happened right there? I don't think you were ready for that.
Yeah, but you're probably right. Yes. He is full of energy. He just consists of energy, I guess. Pure energy. Yeah, I think he just copied one word like true and made like one of these statements here. Okay. Yeah, you have to utilize the stuff you have. Like if you really have ADHD, so everyone has ADHD right now, right? I also think I have it probably sometimes, but I don't know. I've never been tested. I won't do it because I don't know. I can live my life this way anyway, and I don't want to take any medication. Yeah, but utilize what you've got. Like your flaws can be your strength, I guess. Not really, to be honest. Like I wanted to start a channel way back, but yeah, I always postponed it because like it never felt like I was ready for it. So Miguel asked if Prime inspired me to create a YouTube channel. And yeah, Austin, you're right, probably. It's never been better to be mentally unhealthy than right now, but it's just kidding. Yeah. I guess it's just more awareness for these kind of things nowadays. So that's probably why more people identify themselves as one of as being on like some kind of spectrum or having ADHD or something like that. And yeah, also more people get tested because of that, I think. Yeah, Bill, maybe some things that really help us code make the rest of life more difficult. Trade-offs. Yes. Yes. Open code. Yeah, but I get so easily distracted, so that's the thing why I think I might be having parts of this, but yeah, procrastinator. I also know that. That's like it's such a self I don't know, guarding thing. Like you probably you see, maybe you see the thing, you have a too big of a chunk in front of you, like you think it's this big thing, but in the end it's just like start something and put something out there and then just get better with it. You will put out a lot of bad things in the beginning, I think. Like I still think the content can be way better. Like if I watch my stuff, I I always say things like, "What did I say there?" Like I know how that you don't talk like grammatically or something like that. That it's wrong what I'm saying if I hear it, but while I'm doing the stuff and talking, I still do the I still fail in so many ways. But yeah, you get better with it over time. I think in parts, at least, I feel more comfortable right now and doing this kind of stuff, and it gets better. Yeah, now the one video a day doesn't let me put in that much effort into any one video, but yeah, I'm getting faster at doing them, and I hopefully will get even better with time. So just start, and I guess also you have to be prepared to get some kind of negative feedback also. And even if you're like doing everything perfect, and probably if your audience grows, you get even more negative feedback. That's just part of being out there. But yeah, you have to roll with that, I think. Not so much, actually. Only like the things like, oh, if you say Vim, then just use Vim and not NeoVim, so stuff like that. And yeah, if you're like in a Reddit thread, or like the video I did with, you don't need fuzzy finders. There I got some negative feedback, but I wanted to try to like get feedback at in any way and be a little bit provocative with that one. So that worked out. People got mad. Not that mad, but a little bit mad. I don't know if I can. I can't find it right now, probably. Yeah, but yeah, you're right, Miguel. Like the stream, yeah. Let's blow it up. But actually, Austin, I have to leave soon because I really have to edit the video for tomorrow, and then I have to get some Z's or Z's. Also, I think if you pronounce stuff wrongly on purpose, it can help you with engagement. Your doctor and plumber is there, back here again. Yay! Welcome. You have the same feed as I have here. So you watch exactly the same stuff as I watch? So, Austin, anyway, if I don't know, like if I leave in a few minutes, I don't want to forget to wish you all the best for your second round today, like the interview stuff. You will rock it. Yeah, it was nice to see you too, or to read you. Maybe I should get Austin on a call or something. He can tell us how it is to be an AI engineer soon. Right? Or an AI architect. I don't know what was. Oh, and Tamasa is also here, always at the end. When I'm gonna leave there, and Tamasa joins. Oh, there are many hearts flowing around here. Thank you so much. Let me check if I can send you also a few hearts. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I'm too technically incompetent to send you hearts right now. I wanted to do something like this, and somehow you can enter, can set up your Mac that it brings out hearts in the video feed. Okay, it was really great to chat with all of you guys. Thanks for being here, and I will be here on Friday again, like on 8 o'clock on Berlin time. So GMT +1, I guess. Okay, JK needs an original handle. It's a very cool handle, by the way. Hey, big fan of your Advent of Vim series. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the kind words. And yeah, I'm gonna try keeping it up, and hope to see you maybe on Friday, otherwise next week. And of course, yes, one. See you around and take care. You watch the videos to the end, Aris. You're the one. I'll be here on Friday, and I'll be here on virtually, not live, but I'll be here with a new episode tomorrow. It will be, you get the sneak peek, registers or macro or marks. I'm not sure which one I recorded first today, but one of those it will be. And see you there. See you around, and take care. Thanks for being here. Love you.